live? I believe we're live. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We're back. We're back playing Dungeon Brawl. I don't know what it is about this game. I really love it. I guess it says a lot about me. I'm all about just action, just go. And it's just random. And I guess that is kind of like my life as a creator. Like, I'm just super random with the things that I'm doing. Like, a lot of my friends will end up saying like, hey man, I saw you were shooting a podcast for this person outside. Hey, I saw you shooting a funeral, which happens. So yeah, glad that you're here. I'm not gonna waste your time. We're gonna jump into it. Let me just check to see how we're doing right here. Okay, we're good to go. We're good. Y'all already know what it is if you're here for the first time. I love playing a necromancer. You know, the funny thing is, I don't know why, I just love that class. It's just super cool. Even when I was playing Skyrim, I found ways of like building like a necromancer class. And I've been playing, I started playing Guild Wars 2, and of course, you know, your boy picked the necromancer. So I got the monitor a little bit closer to me this time because I had it further out before. So we'll see how I fare. Actually, while I'm here, let me actually start charging my phone because I don't want my thing to die. Okay. I gotta sign in. I have too many Google accounts, man. All right, we're signed in. Because I wanted to see how the chat looks like. Ah, come on. All right, we're gonna get started shortly. But there we go. I don't think I've seen the revenge skill. So the way that it works is it's random. Everything's random. That's the beautiful thing I like about this game. It's all random. So revenge, resurrection time reduced. I died a couple of times before. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna get that. And if it's your first time watching me play this game, I'm gonna get the Sunfire Cloak. It gives me a little aura around me. I love that. It's super cool. It's super cool. So, and then I'm going to buy at least one active skill. Hopefully it's a good one. All right. I don't like that Super Saiyan. You can turn Super Saiyan. I don't care for that. Let's see. Alchemy activates alchemy, dealing 100. Whatever. Don't care for that. Unless you know what, the blood one is pretty useful sometimes. Never seen that. Are they updating this game as I play it? Spell, lightning, displacement, charge, forward. I guess so. I'll try that. Let's see how that looks like. That's cool. I wish the cycle time was quicker. That means I could get away a lot faster. Okay, let's go. That's cool. And then I just charge in. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I like that. Not my kind of play style, but I'll allow it. A friend of mine was telling me that he watched the previous stream and he was like, "Come on, man, we want to get in your head." I was like, You're right. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. So on this stream, what I'm gonna do is talk more about me. I wanted to do a podcast. Haven't uploaded one in a minute, so I was gonna do one and kind of like talk about that. What the heck? What just happened? There we go. I think I went out of the mouse. I went out of the screen. But I really wanted to do a podcast episode generally about what I've been up to, me, all that, but this game is so darn fun to play that I get distracted. Let's see. Phantom combo. Prey mark break. Don't care for that. Life saving. Oh, I'll just keep that there for now. But in the meantime, let's buy some really good, useful stuff. So, life, it's all about life. I got one more in me. And then I'm going to get, let's put that. Okay. What I don't like about this running spell thing is that I don't think you could pick the direction. It just goes down. That's annoying. So I gotta go up here, make it useful. Yeah, it just wants to go down. Okay. That's cool. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. I gotta get my mana up. Yeah, I gotta get my mana up. But yeah, so the past couple of days, I've just been relaxing, chilling. I don't know, just really just trying to like do other things other than do what I normally do, just like create, get busy for people, for clients. And getting busy for clients, because I don't talk about my content creator stuff on this YouTube channel, but I mostly do podcast production. I produce, film, edit video podcasts for clients, and it's something that I've been doing for a while, and it's been really good, like financially really good, but it started to take a lot of time out of my hands, like doing other stuff. I used to have a lot of free time. Now I really don't, and that's fine. I mean, I am getting older, so free time, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So it's been kind of fun. Oh wait, I went that way instead. Hold on. Is it wherever the mouse is? Oh, it's wherever the mouse is pointed at. Oh, I see it. Sorry guys, I'm playing in real time and learning how this spell works. I mean, that's kind of weird, but okay. But yeah, I really wanted to take some time off to, I don't know, see what else is out there, see if I really like, you know, content creating still, and I do. I didn't do any content creating for myself while I was on this little break. I did a lot. I guess I wouldn't call it content creating. I filmed a whole YouTube video, but I also, like, I wouldn't say invented, but I came up with a solution to a problem that I was having, and I 3D printed it, so I was a little bit creative. I like the black hole thing. So that was kind of fun. Let me see if I could get. Let's just save up some more. But yeah, so working with clients, that's what I was getting back to. It's great, especially when clients you know, respect you as a creative. Like, if they respect you, that's you win. A lot of times most clients don't, and they're just hiring you, the photographer, the videographer. They just know that you have a camera and you're the most available guy, but they don't really respect the craft. I don't know, it's weird. It's very weird, and I see it a lot where people would rather just, hey, just point the camera this way, and I'm like, what's the scope of work? And I think we as like photographers, videographers, engineers, we have to do a better job too of just saying no to a lot of stuff. A lot of times we are the ones that are enabling these clients to you know, waste our time. What is this? Attack effects trigger an additional one time. What is the heck is a one time? Because I never got a red one before. Spell damage 30%. Double sword boy myth. It's a myth level skill. Attack effects trigger. I'll just do it just to do it. I don't even know what that even means. Alright. Last time I did love the what's this? Did love the, oh man, I wanted to pick the poison, but I accidentally picked that. Alright. What I'm gonna do here is I need one more skull thing. Oh shoot. Ooh, nice. Use that as an evading attack. And also clean sweep. That's cool. I don't like playing in that way either, so that was annoying. I rather like stay put, and I gotta get my mana up, man. Definitely gotta get my mana up. Okay. Okay. Let's get this divine artifact forging. Famous sword, attack power, attack speed. God gloves, 1000 health. Attack speed, death scythe. So none of these are like more magic based. So let's reset this one. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Here we go, devil mask. No, don't care about that. I need some mana. Magic damage bonus, physical damage bonus. Here we go, vampire codic. And that's like, I need something like mana regen. Or something like that. Here we go. Mana plus 500, mana regeneration per second plus 15. The attack and there we go. That's what I'm picking. That's what I'm talking about. That's now we're playing. Now we're in the end game. Alright, so what I'll do is buy some of that. useless. I don't really care for the speed. And this attack gotta go. But yeah, like I was saying, going back to creators, like we have a responsibility to let our clients know, like, hey, I'm gonna say no to this because it's not in alignment. But it's like one of those things where it's just like you're gonna say no to money. So earlier today, I did a consultation with somebody and they paid me for my time, which is great. Always great when somebody respects your time. And one of my clients, like budget clients, you know, which I love and respect, they were like, hey, I just got somebody for you. And they sent it in like in an email, and like they emailed the person and me, like they CC'd. And I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I mean, a little different, but you know, whatever, you know. And the person was like, hey, this is this person, introduce yourself here. Normally, my good friend and mentor, Marvel Bishop, he would like make a group chat. And that's what I'm so used to, like making a group chat when you meet somebody, meet a client. All my other clients do the same thing. So this is the first time I ever had to meet a new potential client via email. It was different, but I was ready for it. You know, it's going to be money at the end of the day, right? So my current client introduced me to a new client, and I gave that new client my phone number and the email thread, which was cool. And what ended up happening afterwards was, I hate how Apple has this new phone screening thing. I know you could turn it off, but I haven't had the time to turn it off. I like to play video games. You know what I'm saying? So the potential client called me, and they're doing the phone screening thing, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You know, what's going on?" And in my mind's eye, I thought it was going to be a new podcast, like a new podcast program, and it wasn't. And this is like a lesson that I'll tell people all the time. It's like, always tell people your rates and let them know up front. What's this attack? Oh shoot, what's that? Mana regen. The attack consumes 30 mana. Let your clients know up front like what it is that you charge, because what's going to end up happening is clients who don't pay you what you're worth, not even paying what you're worth, because I don't want to sound negative. Clients who can't afford you, can't afford your rate, and you have to bring it down for them to work with you, they only could attract clients who can't pay that either. Like, they only could attract more people that can't pay your normal rate. And what ended up happening was, I was on the phone with this person for like no more than like 3 minutes. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. Whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know, so-and-so was telling me about you. I read you through the email. And then apparently I had already met with the person. I completely forgot. I met them at an event, and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I do remember you. I remember exactly who they are. I remember everything about them. I said it just like that. You know, it's just, I learned that from my dad, like, be very aware, even just business, like you pay attention to who the clients are, their names and all that. So I literally regurgitated everything that I remember at that moment that I met that client, that potential client, and it was cool. They were asking me to provide one of my services, like consulting, and actually they didn't know what they wanted. I told them that what they're asking for is a consult, and I don't know what they thought that it would cost, but I don't know. It was interesting, because I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, you're asking for a consultation? And they're like, yeah, I guess so. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. So a consultation for me is normally, $200. And they were like, whoa. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna Let's sit with that right quick. It's $200, you know, to sit down and do a consultation. And they were kind of quiet for like, it was honestly no over exaggeration, probably like, I don't even know, maybe like 2 seconds. It was 2 seconds too long. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I almost thought they got disconnected, but I know that silence, I know what that is. And so I said, hey, you know, let me know if that works for you. And I just kind of was like filling in the void. And there's like, well, right now, you know, I can't do the 200. And I was like, oh, okay. And you know, what about, hold on, when receiving physical damage, it will reflect 50 plus armor times 1 spell damage. I like that. So I was like, well, what do you want like right now? And they told me they pled their case, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, you know, but you know, it has to make sense, you know, for me. So I told them, hey, I won't be able to help right now, but you know, let me see if I can get this real quick. Movement speed plus haste. I won't be able to help them right now, you know, because hey, your boy's busy. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of different things that I'm doing, a lot of different people that I'm helping. So I literally told her, yeah, it's $200, and the 200 is a rate that I started charging people maybe like 5 years ago, man. Like before, I used to charge like 50, not even. I think I charged my first consultation was like 25 bucks. You know, I kind of like was equating it to like, oh my gosh, I'm getting paid $25 an hour. You know, it's like years ago, right? Somebody's paying me for my knowledge, and I'm getting paid, you know, $25 an hour. That didn't make any sense, because it didn't take me an hour to like learn all this. It took me years and years of failure, you know, and experience. So that, let me see, soul experience. Gain experience points when enemies die nearby. I like that. So it didn't take me like 5 minutes to learn all this stuff. So I started to take me more seriously. And let's see, normal attacks deal additional damage equal to, wow, reduce. Okay, let's see what this is. No, I'm not gonna give up any of this. So, okay, let's see. D treasure vault. All right. So basically, what I ended up doing was telling them I'm not available for that, but here's what I could do. Let me answer your question. And apparently, she was asking, she just got a studio space, and she was asking how can she convert that studio space into like a podcast room, and she knew little to nothing about podcasts. And I was like, well, I know everything there is to know about podcasts. And I just told her, hey, well, the question that you're asking me, I actually made a YouTube video about it. You know, be sure to like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But I already made a video about this thing, so here you go. And she was very thankful. I also sent her a list of all of my equipment that I use. If you go to guildormius.com/list, I made a pretty much just a 301 redirect page of everything that I use, and it's it's been really good to kind of just tell clients, this is that, you know, go here, or whatever. Let's see, increase that in case I die. And it was interesting. It was pretty good to see that I was able to hold my ground, because normally I'm the type of person where, oh my gosh, not even a damsel in distress, but like, oh, I gotta help this person. Like everything, not everything is about helping people. People are, I don't like. It's a skill that I have. It's a trade, and it's sometimes, a lot of times, I don't treat it as such. But it does take a lot of mental fortitude, and it does take a lot of money to kind of like learn how to do all this stuff. So it's a kind of an insult to, you know, younger version of me who who spent a lot of time learning how to use the camera, learning how to, you know, use lighting, understanding these stuff. I actually made a word search book, and it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want to think that I use AI, but the only thing that I used AI for was to make the word search itself, like, because I didn't want to have time to like do all that crap. It wasn't even AI, it was a platform, it was a website that actually you make the stuff. I actually Googled and searched every 250 word that's in that book. Of course, you Google the definition, you know, certain terms in that word search book, you know, they're like slang terms or whatever. So I made sure I found the right terms, everything like that, and I took my time with it, and I made it. But a lot of times people will just assume that this is just AI slop, you know, which I don't blame them. But I really did enjoy making that book. Things kind of getting crazy right here. I thought I'd come back quicker. Head to the shop. Alright, get some good stuff here. Vampire Codex, super heavy. Death Sight. Ooh, Lifesteal. Proof of Courage. Attack Power. It's really like nothing for magic, man. When attacking, it deals 35%. Fan shape splash. Okay, this is what I'll get. Cool. Alright. And now, as far as that, let's see. Mana. Increase the mana. It's the first time I have like over 1,000 mana. Life recovery. You already know what it is. Ooh. 1,400 life. Of course, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that was just saying no, and then not feeling bad about it. Like normally, me, I'm like even flow, even kill Guil. Like I'm not, I don't be doing too much, man. But that's the thing, like I don't have to do anything at all. fight that attack. But yeah, I don't really have to do anything at all. You know what I'm saying? So just protect. I don't even know if I would protect your piece, but it's like I would have done the I missed that shot. I would have done that consultation like maybe like a year or two ago, out of the kindness of my heart. Got up early, forgoed my responsibilities, you know, not getting enough rest, and then go somewhere. And it's like nobody's asking me to do that, but yeah, in my mind, I feel like that's what I have to do sometimes. No, that's what I felt like I had to do many years ago, right? It was just like, okay, well, this is what I do, help people. But then it's like, you always kind of think, oh yeah, these people are going to come back, they're going to get to this place, and they're going to like come back and pick me up, right? When they get their stuff together. Nah, they don't. They never do. Obtain. Oh, cool. They never do. I remember I had like a couple. They were saying, "Oh my gosh, you're amazing. You're so dope. This and that. Oh my gosh, you get us so much. You know, you do amazing work. It's hard to find black creators who do this. You know, it's a white space or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool. You know, we really want to work with you, and you know, we could take you to the top." And I was asking them, replace that. So that is, so what's the 35? Yeah, of course, replace it. Yeah, they were asking me to like lower my rates or something like that, and for like lower my rates for a promise of them hooking me up with some, you know, cool opportunities or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that sounds doable. Like I wouldn't mind, you know, dropping my rates for them, and it wasn't too bad, you know. But it was like, man, I'm never doing that again. Because I didn't get anything for it. I died. I didn't get anything out of it or whatever. Just trying to lock in, y'all. All right, 35. Come on, come on, come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, Demon Administrator. All right, please be something good. Damage shards. Large recovery. Wait, hold on. So I get more damage, but I lose recovery. Let me see, attack fragments. I'd rather do that, because I don't really care about all that other crap. But yeah, to me, it's all about doing what you can to help other people. It's just as long as you don't you don't like, waste your time, or like have to insult yourself. Because I did help out this young lady. I gave her a link to my YouTube video, so I didn't have to. Answering her question, like her main question, right? Which was, how can she, economically, effectively, build out a podcast studio in her office or whatever. Which is something that everybody in the world is Googling. Like, all you have to do is Google it, ask ChatGPT, and people are going to, ChatGPT will give you the answer, but ChatGPT can't hold your hand through it all without you doing your own research. But this is where consulting comes into play. This is where, you speak to somebody who has experience. I remember when I was learning about dealing with clients, I had no idea how to deal with clients, and I got a mentor and basically was shadowing them and asking a bunch of questions, seeing how they interact with clients and whatnot. And it was a great opportunity for me to see what it is like. And I did end up having to pay. A lot of times I had to pay, for lessons, consulting, all of that. So when I see people trying to get stuff for free, it's like, I don't think your heart is in it. I understand, life gets tough, but like, come on, man, everybody. Let's see, Ringo, that's 1200 life. Charges every 6 seconds, and the next attack deals an additional 70% if it maxed on health. Any damage can trigger this effect. It can permanently increase. That's pretty dope. Yeah, like I was saying, like I didn't want to be mean or anything like that or get it misconstrued, but it's like everybody, let's see, charged every 6 seconds. It just kind of feels like most of the time when I'm out here working, trying to get with clients, people just want stuff for free. That's it. Which is why, like I was saying, it seems like people want stuff for free, which is why I just kind of stay away and say no. I've been saying no a lot. I've been saying no, it's not available. And normally I would kind of like have a cop out. I'll make myself unavailable. Oh, I can't right now. I have a project, or I'm hanging out with a friend. Oh, I'm hanging out with my wife right now. I can't. Nope. It's a no. And I had a tough time with that because it's like, you don't want to disappoint people. I was like, oh, I don't want to disappoint this client, this person, or this friend. It's a no. I can't do it. Can't do it right now. And it's like the older I get, it's like I don't become mean or upset. I just become more aware of like, man, my time is just gone. But all my time is just literally gone. And what do I have to show for it? Like some client videos, and then the client goes MIA. Like that's. I remember working really hard on a client project, and they just went MIA. Like, life happens, right? Life happens. Was it John John Rohn who says this. He's a writer. I forget the name. It's like he's a writer. He writes books. John Ron or something. ROHN. It says life happens to us all, and I remember that was like one of the things, because I remember when I was starting out, everything would happen. I would be telling the client, "Man, you have to understand this and that," and they would never really care, But when stuff happened with them, they would want all the sympathy, and I know I sound bitter, but it's okay. But I remember, for example, I could count so many times when I had client models, business owners late to a photo shoot, late to a podcast shoot. Because the thing is, me as the content creator, or the person, the producer, I have to get to said venue earlier. Oh shoot. I lost. I wasn't paying attention. I always chase the blimp for some reason. I didn't even like that build anyway. So I can't need to pass Goblin difficulty 1. Okay. Aura, increased damage from abnormal status effects. Alright. We'll see how this fares. Mana? How much mana this thing costs? 120? That's too much. Okay, fire stuff. That's 125. So yeah, all I could say is, as a creative, please have some respect for yourself. 'Cause I remember, you know what I want. You know what I want to be. I want to be the other photographer that charged too much, that my clients used to tell me about, and how I remember that it would be like a thing for me, like feeding my ego. Oh yeah, well, I was able to come through for my clients and not put money up front, not put money in the forefront. Nah, that ain't it, man. Can't do that no more. And it's like one of those most obvious things too, where it's like, okay, well, you just tell your clients no, but it's younger me, that was tough. That was very, very tough. treat this episode like a podcast. I need to get my mana up, man. This thing is kind of crazy. Thank goodness I got my up. That was a mistake. Hopefully I can get something like a summoning spell. Don't care for that, don't care for that. Black hole. 35, 3 seconds. Cooldown time. Can't believe I gave that one up. Summons a black hole. I'm good on that. But yeah, just going back to, I really don't think, like if I were to start back over as a creative, I would have definitely had my contracts in order. Because when I first started, maybe like 10 years ago, I was really just building up my portfolio. And that's something that I did for a long time, where I'm like, let me just build up my portfolio, do a few spec work, like work for some clients and see what happens. And it was great. Did photography. I was in so many different rooms. Off of that, like took pictures of celebrities, took pictures of, you know, different big brands, and it was really cool. But obviously, you can't keep doing spec work for forever. You got to start getting paid. So along comes Polly, and I ended up raising my rates. And I remember my first no from a client, and it was just like, oh, come on, Guil. Oh, that's like, we started with you. You got to get like, some type of, discount, whatever. And I felt really bad immediately, and I caved in. I ain't gonna lie to you. I caved right in. I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. It was tough. I caved right in, but it took me more and more years to like kind of build up some resilience and wherewithal. Let's see, skill range increase. Steel blessing armor. Just gonna take that. It took me a long time to kind of like build some, resilience to be like, hey, I'm not putting up with that. Like, I'm sorry. Yep. So now let's see where we're at right now. Let me just buy I'm almost tempted Just buy a Class B active and see what happens. Please be something, summoning, please, please, please. Okay. Turn to Super Saiyan 3, don't care for that. B lightning chain, B alchemy, okay. I don't really care for that laser cutter thing, don't care for that. Death cyclone, that's new, haven't seen that. All right, B level demon transformation. So that one takes about 100 mana. What about this one here? You know what? I did like that. I'm gonna replace this one. And this is what that demon looks like. It's pretty cool. All right, let's start. I need to get my mana up, man. Let's see if we could try a different game real quick. I want to say we could play this other game real quick. It's called Epic Game. What company is that one? Let me go to Steam. Bless you again. What's the name of that company?
これはある一人の
What the hell is this game? Let me get copy path, copy as path. OneDrive.
これは ある
Go to library and then go to manage, browse local files. Here we go. Alright, so we're gonna try out a new game. So here's what I'll do. Exit off of here. Return the menu. Confirm. Yep. Sorry. Leave game. All right. Okay. So here's what we're gonna play. We're gonna play Bless You again. All right, game capture. Let's see. Pam, there we go. Okay, transform. Fit to Queen. That's weird. Oh, why is it looking like that? Let's see. Transform. Stretch to screen. Send to the screen. Let's see. Stretch now. That's not it. Let me try going into the game. Let's go to options, graphics, camera, graphics, game, full screen. How's that? That's interesting. Okay. Now, let's get audio. Audio. Let's get, where is it? Audio. Let's add. Bum, 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 bum. Audio input capture. And then let's pick personal mic stream line in. Sure. All right, so audio's not coming in. And then I think it has its own little channel thingamabob. Alright, let's fix that. Bless you again. Okay. Alright, audio is still not coming in. Jesus. Let's remove that. Okay. Okay. So all we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the audio for the game, because I made it before. Let's see, because it's a beautiful game. It sounds great too. So whenever I get that, come on now. Come on now. So I got it right here. Volume mixer. Output, bless you again. No, let's do speakers. No, let's do let's see how they sound. No, that's not it. So output, speakers, there we go. Okay. Let me hear. So now let me go to, still not playing. You know what I do have to do is hit up the Elgato wave thingy. Bless you again. Let me add app. Close window. Okay, so I see it now. And then system, personal mix, because it's playing. There we go. Okay. good to go now. Ladies and gentlemen, it only took a hot minute, but we got it. Is my audio still good? Let's see. So now I have an echo. Okay, output for fine. Okay. Let's see. We're back. Hopefully there's no echo. Yeah, no echo. Should not fall this way. This is another fun game that I like Flash. It's very near and dear. It has that same gambling type thing, selfish magic attack. Test, test. Test, test. All right, so we're good. So I love the fluidness of it. I just like the art style. And they recently added some They recently added more things. I don't know what the genre of this game is called. I mean, it's a roguelite hack and slash, so this one be floor explosive, shortcut. I don't want to take no shortcut. But these are how the enemies are in this game. It's really fun. Run. Oh. They have like a really cool dodge that she does. So vampire recovers 2 damage inflicted by enemy, life poison. I want more life steal. That'd be good. Look at that dodge. That was nice, right? Look at that dodge. Smooth dodge. When you dodge, it looks like you get some life. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect dodge. I love it. They didn't have to go in like that for this game. Alright. Magic Dust. Spintastic Magic plus 1 MP. The Blessing disappears after nullifying 3 hits. I'm all about my MP, man. I'm all about to get that magic. You know what I mean? Let me know how the game is looking on y'all end. Might have to whip out the controller for this one. I'll continue playing on the keyboard. Alright, so anything for magic? So, okay, cool. How about magic, man? Let's lower the magic that we use. Cause you get some really dope spells eventually, like some magic missiles. It's pretty dope. Watch is telling me to stand up. Man, you stand up. Okay. Plus 20 magic. Max health minus 30. So MP and HP. So mana points and health points. Let's go here. They're still working on the game, so it's a little buggy sometimes.
Yeah.
So that transformation. So landmines, homing missiles. I love the homing missiles. Shoot forth a ball of fire. Ooh. Quickly tap the corresponding button to unleash it. Okay, I already do that. Place homing missile. Yeah. Look at that. They attack. Alright. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get some more like different locations and enemies when the game officially comes out. But I've been playing this since like, I don't know, maybe like May? Probably earlier than May. There we go. I'm about to say, it's been bugging. I'm out of. Okay, I'm out of mana. All right. Physical attack plus 20, skill deals. Let's do that. Alright. Magic. There's really never anything in these little barrels. Do your thing. So those barrels can't break for some reason. I always thought it was weird. I'm like, why can't those barrels break? Alright, about to move up to the 7th floor. Level 7. Alright. If they could put something in these barrels, that would be amazing. Or if I could get like mana from them. Campfire of Calm. What do I do here? Speaking of calm, let me be right back. Ooh. I'll be right back, y'all. I think we're moving up way too fast. I think the final boss is on the 10th floor. Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough yet. I don't like any of the spells that I've acquired so far. For hitting barrels, but the barrels are everywhere and they contain absolutely nothing. I know like there's a part where the barrels have like explosives, which is super annoying. Pick attack speed, mana plus skill plus 5 extra damage. Let's go. extra damage. Let's kill this mofo. Where you at? I know if I fall in there, I am dead. Oh, here we go. Here's some more magic. Locks onto multiple nearby enemies and shoots. Let's do it. I'm gonna replace you with that one. Replace. So this is what it would look like. Wow, I don't have any. Okay, go up the stairs, girl. Okay. Bloody Slasher uses HP to perform a wide range slashing attack. Ooh, this one levels up. That's cool. So I get to level up the beam. Okay. I'm happy they added this to the game. This little area here. Because this type of stuff wasn't in it before. And I'm happy that they are adding onto it, because they could have literally did nothing. I mean, obviously they're gonna do something. This is their game. I like how the camera tilts here. Like, is there something that I'm supposed to be doing in here? Something that I'm missing? Like each level. Can't break that. That fell over. There's some type of hidden pathway. Because every single time I get to these parts, like, the camera starts tilting. Like, look at this. Like, we're super cinematic now. So I don't see anything. No hidden chest. Nothing. Yep. As long as we can move a little quicker, that's all I care about. So what floor is the boss in? So heals my HP but no MP. Got it. So what's the point of you again? Because MP is the one that we use a lot in this game. Should be able to refresh. 11th floor. I am nowhere near ready for this guy. Yeah. Oh. Come on, bro. My attacks are like 1. Like I'm saying, like, this is, I played this game for a while. This is the first time I've gotten to this dude and it's just been like, I don't have the spells that I want. Like 23 minutes, sure. But I should have been able to be a lot stronger than that. might have some stronger spells. Okay, so I think max HP increased by 5. Divine protection increases. So I think every time I die, I get something. So obviously, the more I play, beat this guy. So let's keep going. Okay. Let's get going. Anything in here? Anything that we could use? No, just the girl looking. Okay. Start exploration. Prize drop. Let's do vampire. I love this little dodge. I didn't get it time in time. Oh, come on. Give me that dodge, man. If you time it right, you'll be able to get like a nice little visual. Look at that. That's cool. That's hella cool. Man. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Alright. Let's see. That's cool. I'm gonna call it. It's been real, y'all.